What's up, everybody? Hope all of you are doing well. Yeah, I shaved my beard off. It was pretty much becoming a hassle. It was starting to turn gray, and it was just a little all over the place. Plus, I hate when I try to eat. It wants like the hair wants to go inside my mouth. So I was like, you know what? Need a fresh start. So I decided to go ahead and give it a give it a nice cut, or shave, whatever you want to call it. But I feel better, feel a lot cooler. That's for sure. I try to, at least every year, I try to let it grow out and then shave it off and kind of do that. And it works, it starts to grow in certain areas, but as of right now, I don't really have the money to go to a professional and get it like maintained, which is unfortunate. So I kind of have to do what I can, with it. So yeah, just decided to go ahead and, shave it all off. But today, before I get started with this movie review, I just want to state that I've just been taking a little break, with the Christmas holiday literally right around the corner. I decided to just kind of take a break, spend time with family, get things done that need to get done. And that's, I figured, oh, excuse me. I apologize. I figured, a nice little break wouldn't hurt, but I do want to get back into the bandwagon when it comes to giving you guys content. So today I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorite movies, and that is Evolution from 2001. Great cast. I mean, we have the likes of Julianne Moore, David Duchovny, Orlando Jones, and Sean William Scott. You also have a brief appearance. Well, I wouldn't say brief appearance. He does have some scenes. It's more towards the end of the movie, and that's Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd's a fantastic actor. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit with the movies that he does. The film follows two college professors played by David Duchovny and Orlando Jones. They come across this meteor that pretty much starts to, have this kind of, what's the term I'm looking for? Not evolution, evolve. It basically starts to evolve and starts to grow fungus and these weird alien like creatures. And of course, the government gets involved. They have to, try to surround everything so that way these creatures aren't getting out and wreaking havoc. Unfortunately, that does tend to happen. So it's up to David Duchovny and Orlando Jones's characters to, basically stop what's going on, especially when they start to realize there's more going on to what, the government is aware of. And of course, they're not listening. Then they have to get the help of Sean William Scott's character, who is this, you know, firefighter of some sort, is trying to become a firefighter. And then, of course, you got Julianne Moore in the mix. She's like a scientist, I believe, that works for the government, becomes like the love interest to David Duchovny's character. Excuse me. And then you have some recognizable faces throughout the film. And it's just a really fun and entertaining film, man. I cannot speak. I feel like the chemistry from everybody works, especially with Orlando Jones and Sean William Scott. I wish they would have done a movie together other than this. I don't think they've done anything other than this. I just feel like the chemistry between them was fantastic. And if we were given like a buddy type of film with the two, I feel like it would do really, really well and be really, really funny, because they're the two that really stand out in this movie. There's a lot of great scenes with the two that just, you're just laughing your ass off. Orlando Jones doesn't get enough credit. I feel like a lot of the stuff he has done has kind of fell under the radar. He's got a scene or a few scenes, I believe, in Say It Isn't So. He's done a lot of television as well. He's the band director in Drumline. He did the Sleepy Hollow series, and yeah, he's just done a great amount of work. Mad TV, he was one of the earlier cast members for Mad TV. So Julianne Moore is a fantastic actress. She's kind of a hit or miss for me. Like Boogie Nights is a great movie. I do like her in The Golden Circle, the Kingsman sequel, and this is what was my introduction to her. I believe she had done a few things here and there before this. Um, but yeah, definitely one that I would recommend you guys give a watch. I think you guys will enjoy it. And I don't know if the film did too well. Probably not, considering it doesn't really get talked about very much, which is unfortunate. But it became popular enough to spawn a animated series back in the day. I think like right after this film came out. So I would say probably 2002, 2003, we got a short-lived animated series, or it may have came out the same time that kind of coexisted with the movie, but they weren't connected, which is not bad. I think it would have been cool if it was, but a lot of movies that would get animated shows like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, Evolution, Men in Black. They were The Mask. They were just kind of their own thing. Same with Beetlejuice. But some of those I thought would be cool if they were connected in some way or made references to the movies. They may have, but it's been so long since I've watched a lot of classic stuff. I definitely need to eventually start picking up a lot of, the DVD releases that are out there so I can rewatch them and do reviews for you guys. But yeah, the animated series is fun. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if there was a toy line to coexist with the animated series, like a lot of shows in the '90s and movies. But there's a possibility there might be. But yeah, Evolution is just a fun 2001 film. It does have a Blu-ray release, so if you're looking to pick up the Blu-ray, it is available. Unfortunately, no 4K. It's released by DreamWorks, so I don't know who owns the rights to that. I don't know if that is a Sony Pictures. If they're under that, if that's who owns the label, or if it's Universal. I want to say it's Universal because I believe they're doing the live action adaptation to How to Train Your Dragon. I believe that's DreamWorks as well. So I believe it might be Universal. I could be wrong, but if you guys know, please let me know. But yeah, I wish I could say more. Just a very underrated, very entertaining and funny movie in my opinion, and I wish it would get more love. But if you guys have seen this, let me know what your thoughts are. I would love to hear your opinion. If you haven't, give it a watch. I think it's just a fun one. I'll show you guys a closer look at the DVD. It's crazy that this movie is like over 20 years old now. It just, you would never think that a movie like this would be over 20 years old, but it is. And, come next year, a lot of movies are hitting their 20th anniversary, their 10th anniversary, their 30th, their 40th. I mean, there's so many coming out. I love DVDs back in the day when they had these like little chapter selection inserts where they would have like some of them would be thick where you get like information on the film, and then a lot of times it's just one side's the chapter, the chapters, and then the other side's like the advertisements that you can get on DVD, which is pretty cool. And then a little description and production notes is what they call them. And then, like I said, you get the chapters right there. I wish Blu-rays would have done it, or would do it, is what I guess I'm trying to say. This is what happens when you take more than a week off. You tend to lose your not lose, but you got to get back into the groove of things. So yeah, Evolution, definitely worth it. It says it's from the makers of Ghostbusters and Road Trip. So I'm not all right. Ivan Reitman. So yeah, it's directed by Ivan Reitman. I didn't even realize Ivan Reitman did that. I thought it was somebody else, but now it makes more sense why Dan Aykroyd was in the film. Sadly, we lost Ivan Reitman, and Jason, his son, is taking over with the Ghostbusters product. So uh, I'm really, really confident that it's in good hands. They're expanding. We're supposed to be getting a new animated series, which is awesome. There's a possibility of other things to come. I know there's a comic book series I think supposed to come. I feel like if Jason's going to take over, I would like to see the live action adaptation to Extreme Ghostbusters, and that's kind of what was hinted in. I mean, in a way, you can say that Ghostbusters Afterlife is like opening up the door for that with Paul Rudd and Finn Wolfhard's their characters and this new set of Ghostbusters. That's kind of what the vibe you're kind of getting. But I would like to see the characters from the Extreme Ghostbusters show up, kind of be the newer team that comes to help and train with. The current Ghostbusters, Paul Rudd's character and all of them. I think it would be pretty cool, and especially considering that you would eventually probably need to expand your Ghostbusters team in some way. I think it would work, but that's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry if the video is a little all over the place. I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things since it's been a few, maybe a week or two since my last video. At this point, I've lost track, but I am going to get back into things, so just bear with me. But yeah, Evolution, a 2001 comedy sci-fi film, definitely worth it. And you guys have a good one. On Film Talk with Mikey. Till next time, we'll talk films. Have a great one. Take care, and I will see you next time.